In modern warfare, a well-prepared defensive line is a nightmare designed to do one thing: strip away your mobility and trap you in a high-density kill zone. To the untrained eye, breaking through a line of concrete obstacles, deep trenches, and vast minefields seems like a matter of brute force, shoving tanks forward until the line snaps. But in real tactical execution, a frontal breach is a highly orchestrated, minute-by-minute engineering operation where a single miscoordinated movement results in total unit annihilation. In this video, we will break down the exact doctrine used to breach a fortified defense, the critical 5-step SOSRA protocol, how combat engineers operate under direct fire, and why most breach operations fail before they even touch the enemy's main trench line. Before looking at how to break a defensive line, we must understand how it is built. A modern obstacle belt is never just a wall. It is a system of psychological and physical manipulation. It begins with the disruption zone, designed to break your tactical formation and force you to slow down. Next are the fixing obstacles, like anti-tank ditches and concrete structures. These are deliberately left with apparent openings. These gaps are not mistakes, they are tactical funnels. Their purpose is to deny you the choice of direction, forcing your armored columns into pre-sighted artillery killing boxes. The golden rule of defense is that an obstacle must always be covered by direct or indirect fire. An unmanned minefield is merely a nuisance. A minefield covered by heavy machine guns and anti-tank missiles is a lethal wall. To defeat this setup, military doctrine mandates the strict execution of the SOSRA acronym. The first S stands for suppress. You cannot breach an obstacle while the enemy is looking through their rifle scopes. Heavy, continuous suppressive fire from artillery, mortars, and direct fire tanks must hit the enemy's defensive fighting positions. This doesn't necessarily destroy them, but it forces the defenders to keep their heads down, degrading their ability to aim. This immediately triggers the second step: obscure. Using multi-spectral smoke screens deployed by artillery or vehicle-mounted launchers, the breaching force blinds the enemy's thermal optics and visual line of sight. If the enemy cannot see the obstacle, they cannot target the specialized engineering vehicles that are about to move forward. The third step is to secure. An assault element must isolate the breach site, preventing local enemy counterattacks from reinforcing the trench line. Once the site is secured and blind, the most hazardous phase begins: reduce. This is the physical creation of a lane through the obstacles. Combat engineers utilize specialized equipment like the minefields, a mine-clearing line charge. By launching a rocket-propelled line of plastic explosives across the minefield and detonating it, they trigger all hidden mines in a single massive blast, instantly creating a safe corridor roughly 8 meters wide. Armored plows and combat dozers then rush into the lane, pushing aside concrete hazards and clearing the anti-tank ditches to build a continuous physical bridge for heavy armor. The final step of the doctrine is the assault. This is where the highest percentage of operations fail due to a breakdown in tactical momentum. A cleared breach lane is a massive choke point. You are forcing wide combat formations into a narrow single-file line. If the lead vehicle is immobilized at the exit point, the entire assault element gets trapped inside a literal mine-bounded corridor. If your smokescreen expires or suppressive fire slackens even for a minute, enemy artillery will rain pre-registered fire onto that exact bottleneck. To survive the exit trap, the breaching force must establish far-side security immediately. The first armor units through must sprint out of the choke point, fan out to create a protective arc, and suppress any remaining enemy units while mechanized infantry systematically clears the surrounding trench networks to widen the bridgehead. Breaching a fortified line is not an act of bravado. It is a clinical, highly dangerous science. It requires absolute synchronization between artillery, smoke coordinators, combat engineers, and armor. If any link in the SOSRA chain breaks, the entire operation transforms from an offensive breakthrough into a catastrophic meat grinder. Thank you for watching. If you want a deeper tactical look, I've put together a full breakdown of obstacle-clearing layouts available on my Patreon shop. Let me know your thoughts on modern trench breaching in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more tactical breakdowns. See you in the next one.